spooky nobody asked for.
That was awesome.
It is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is awesome? Trivia. You know what else is more awesome? Trivia about Kyle.
Oh my goodness.
The most sacred member of our podcast.
Oh, I'm
Certainly
gonna
to
know
me.
nothing.
He really is the Kyle nobody asked for. if you
He
know
is
what I
the
mean.
Kyle nobody asked for. He's also the one editing this, so that's great too. He's gonna
Thanks,
love
Kyle.
it. Thanks so much for this.
It's got a Facebook.
We all
right? I
know-
can just creep on that.
Yeah, we all know Kyle to varying degrees, and it's also spooky month. Yeah,
Well,
he's
there's
got your
mine.
merch right there.
Shit,
So we're going to be
I got-
answering a few
Actually, Mythical
questions.
Morning.
Oh, well, cross promotion. Did
Yeah.
they pay you
Yeah.
at least?
This is their chance to sponsor an episode, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have
They
that-
keep stealing our ideas.
We'll give it out for free.
Uh-huh.
They stole one of our ideas, which was what's the hottest Star Wars character ever? They did it immediately after us.
Which is not a typical thing I'd expect them to do. And so
No.
I think that's so funny.
Yep.
Was
Mhm.
Chewie the
What
one?
hell? For
I mean,
us,
he's
we
gotta
can't
be the-
reveal it. We ended up not releasing it because it was so like
Risque.
Contentious?
Like a little.
no,
Got a
everyone
little
was
risky.
mad that they weren't on the episode. Like everyone
Oh.
that wasn't on it was like, I need my vote in. I need to know that Jar Jar's the best, or I need to know that Ahsoka was the best. Whatever it was, everyone was mad that they weren't there. So we're planning on doing another one eventually. Don't know
you can do
when.
that during. You can do it during that
November
24-hour stream. Yeah,
November 5th.
We
Ooh,
can
maybe
do that.
we will.
Get everyone in and.
Maybe we will. We'll see. Anyways,
Cool.
Let's talk about Kyle. You don't necessarily need to know everything about Kyle to get the questions right on this. You just
Good.
need to know how he would answer. And if you have no idea how he would answer,
Sounds fun.
Got nothing.
if we could all go around and we're going to say one word that we're very thankful for Kyle for. Daniel, you're going to go first.
Ooh, I'm going first.
Just one word. And I'm sure Kyle is loving this right now.
I have
Every
so many
second
words
feels
going
like
through
10
my
minutes
head,
to him.
you know, where I want to say something. I'm just going to say
Don't do it.
gold.
Ooh,
Golden. Golden.
Mhm.
That's my
Okay,
word.
golden.
Golden. Mhm.
Jesse?
Absent. I'm glad I'm thankful that he's absent so he doesn't have to watch this torture.
But he
live.
does.
I mean,
I'll
he's
say
going
he's
to
good.
watch it, but he's not going to watch it live while I'm just struggling to figure out.
He won't have any ability to impact the
It'd
conversation.
just be like, why would you think that, Justin? I'm like, I don't know. Like, the only time I talk to you has been on podcasts, and I'm trying to think what have you said in these podcasts.
Yeah,
Granted,
I had
he's playing a character, so he goes go crazy with it. But
I'm gonna have to go with my word for Kyle's going to be sweet.
sweet
Very
baby cow.
sweet. Sweet baby Kyle.
To a room of silence.
interesting.
I think everyone was like expecting something more. I'm like, no, just my sweet, sweet Kyle.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Exactly. Walker.
Yeah, so you saved the best for last because clearly I know the most about Kyle.
That's what I've heard.
I haven't even talked to him once on a podcast, so I'm really starting from the. You can really build out the Kyle lore to me. So I'm just gonna go with the one thing I think I know about him, which is bagel.
Ooh.
Bagel.
So one thing I
Beautiful.
think I know.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Pizza
that's the
bagel,
answer.
one word.
I
Well,
think
it's
you're gonna
two.
do good. I think
Yeah.
you're gonna do amazing because the fact that you haven't even met him and you
Yeah.
already know
I
bagel.
really do like
Bagel.
the idea, just kind of overarching idea of Kyle lore. So I really appreciate you, Walker, for bringing that up because I'd like that to be a thing. Just the Kyle lore.
Yeah,
We'll just
what
build
is
and
Kyle?
build.
The man, the
So-
myth, the
I've been
legend.
building the
Mhm.
Kyle bagel lore forever. I tell
Yeah.
everyone that he wanted to be paid in bagels for the Shrekfest
Yeah.
event, like
I mean,
pizza bagels
I had people,
instead of money.
Am I
There have been multiple
misremembering
times-
Shrek?
No.
Is that part of Shrek? Why does he
No.
want that?
The venue has really
Mhm.
good pizza bagels, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's a very
That's-
popular venue
That's what
where
you see
actual
Kyle
bands
enjoying
play.
on
Yeah,
our
yeah.
merch website, which you can find at our link tree. all of our socials and everything like that.
Absolutely
ASNAF.
everything's there.
A sequel nobody asked for. Take a look at it. It'll be in the description.
Well, we're going to get going on this. Kyle probably nixed half of that, so that's great.
Thanks,
we're going to
Kyle.
start off with Spooky Month, so let's remember that while going into these questions. We'll go, we'll do Daniel first, then it'll go Jesse, then it'll go Walker. And what's going to happen too is when you go first, and if you miss it, the next person can guess.
Okay.
You can do that up to, I want to say, 2 more times. We're not going to do like someone just getting the point when there's only one answer left. But we'll start off with, who is the scariest person ever? Well, out of these 4 choices.
Okay.
Did Kyle think it was Ghostface Killer, Mike Myers, Freddie Prinze Jr., or Jason Mewes? And if you need to know who any of these people are, go ahead and you can ask. It's perfectly fine.
The last one.
Do you
Yeah, I
mean
think I know who-
Ghostface Killer, the rapper, or
the
do you mean the
rapper.
Ghostface Killer, and you were just putting some stank on it and going with Ghostface Killer?
Because that does change.
I hope it's
No,
Wu-Tang
it does.
Clan.
It does.
I hope
It just-
it's Wu-Tang Clan.
It's Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
just
go.
making sure. Just
Don't know who
making
that is.
sure.
That makes more.
Jason
the last
Mewes is Jay Silent Bob. Jay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And who did he pick?
I mean, so out of these choices, there's one that doesn't make sense at all, and I think
Wait.
that's got to be Kyle. And so I got to go with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Okay, are you locking in?
I am. I just feel like he's gonna have some weird aversion to the guy for some reason. It seemed like, yep, he was in one commercial once when I was 3, and I'm terrified of him for life.
I could see that. He has those
Yeah.
Stole my
weird
Buffy.
backstories.
Yeah, like
Married my Buffy.
something. That's my
Freddie
answer.
Prinze Jr. and his origin story, and we just didn't know it.
Tune
You were
in next
actually
week to find out.
Kyle was born in the bagel. You merely adopted it.
And he emerged to an episode with Freddie Prinze
You,
Jr.
sir, are incorrect though.
Dang.
Yep. So it's gonna
All
go
right.
to Jesse.
So
Ghostface Killer, Mike Myers, Jason Mewes.
Mike Myers, like Austin Powers, Mike Myers. Just make sure.
Oh, dang, I should have clarified.
Yeah. I kind of like
Yeah.
after I'm like, wait, did they see Mike Myers? I'm like,
I didn't even
just
think
wanna
about that.
clarify.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not even a little.
You took me off with Freddie Prinze after that. I was still thinking about Ghostface Killer too. I was like, what's happening?
Well, quick reference: Ghostface Killer, obviously Ghostface.
you know.
Mike Myers, Michael Myers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Freddie
yeah.
Prinze Jr., Freddy Krueger,
Got it.
Jason Mewes, Jason. Come on, guys. Come
Yeah, I
on.
didn't make any of those connections except for all of them that I made.
No, I stumbled right out of the gate when you said
I kinda
Ghostface
was-
Killer.
Yeah,
I assumed.
I'm glad
that was
everyone
just
caught
a
that.
The
generic-
starting
I
gun
didn't-
went off and I fell. I wasn't ready at all.
I'm gonna go with Mike Myers because he can be pretty creepy sometimes.
Great to know. Great to know. You are
Yeah.
incorrect as well.
My God,
So
I'm only getting a
Walker,
50-50
it comes up
shot.
to you. You get a 50-50.
Wow.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze-
Yeah.
Yeah, pick that one. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's
So,
between Ghostface
Jason-
Killer and
yeah.
Jason Mewes.
And Jason Momoa. I guess Ghostface Killer, right? Because that is I still don't know who Jason Mewes is. You guys described who it was, and I still don't know. So Ghostface Killer,
I didn't
locking
know
it in.
either. I just kind of nodded.
Locked in.
From Jay and Silent Bob, he's
Yeah,
Jay.
you don't know. He's
No?
Jay
No
from
idea?
Jay and
Okay.
Silent Bob.
I guess I don't know
Kevin
anything.
Smith and then Jay. Okay, whatever. That's fine. That's
I
fine.
got you.
Also,
I
though,
know.
you're incorrect. The answer was Jason Mewes. The best part about
you
this
have it,
episode,
kids.
guys, is we're not gonna know why he chose these.
Yeah,
Because
we
he's
don't-
not racist. That's why.
That's what
That's
I-
it.
When I got left with those two, that's the first thing that went into my head. I was like,
Is it racist if I do choose them or
Yeah.
not racist? I
I was
don't.
like, yo, those are some tough options if that's the one he's picking.
But Kyle had 4 choices to pick from.
Yeah.
He didn't ever have
Yeah.
the 50-50.
So yeah, for clarification's sake, did you pick the 4 and then he picked? Okay, I
Okay, yeah, that
I
makes
thought
more
he
sense.
came up with 4,
Mhm.
and those were the 4 he brought to the table.
Or like he just picked one and then Justin picked the other 3. I didn't know
Yeah.
if he was picking.
Sometimes
from
I do
the-
that.
Okay.
But for this one, it was I just gave him 4, and then he has to do the one that's most applicable.
Good to know. So this isn't true Kyle. This
You
is
don't-
Kyle through the lens of Justin.
We're gonna
through the
stop
lens
you
of
right
Kyle.
there. Jesse, up next. What food
This is
scares you twice as much as broccoli?
What? And there's a right answer to this?
I can imagine Kyle reading this question and literally thinking like, okay, so if broccoli scares me this much, what's exactly twice as much?
So, first one, green bell peppers, then mushrooms, then liver, then pan-seared trout.
I'm
Those
just
are
gonna go
your...
with liver because, like, for me, that's like just.
Is that exactly
Yeah.
double though?
That
I would
was the
say
question.
triple or I would say triple or
Yeah.
quadruple, but I
Because
would
that's the thing.
say
If you're asking
liver.
me, I'm saying triple.
Yeah.
Like they could all be much worse than broccoli, but it's
Yeah.
just which one is exactly double
Right.
worse?
I'm
In
gonna go with
Kyle's
liver.
opinion.
I'm going with liver.
Liver, you think
Final
liver
answer.
is double. And you can
Lock
think
it
of his palate as the baseline pizza bagel. So do you think this is a good representation? Liver? We're going with liver.
I'm going with liver. Lock it
Okay,
in,
we're locking
Regis.
in liver, guys. And you are correct. You got it.
Whoa.
You got it.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow, Kyle is loving this right now.
Yeah.
Do I
Somewhere-
get double the points then?
No.
No.
Which music
think you
would
get half.
you least Which music would you least want to be locked in a room with for 3 weeks straight? Goo Goo Dolls,
Oh no.
Iris, Machine Gun Kelly, Emo Girl, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy, Kenny Chesney, or Little Drummer Boy by various artists.
I hate Little Drummer Boy. I don't hate it. That's not fair, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, I get it.
that's
This is where I feel like everybody else has an advantage on this one because they know Kyle enough to maybe know his musical taste. Because country is a really contentious thing, so I think that's where my brain's gonna go because people either love or hate it.
Yeah.
But I don't
Love
know.
it or hate it.
Here, really
But
quick, that's a great thing to point out. On the count of 3, raise your hand if you like country. If you don't like country, you keep it down. Well, we'll read the room real quick. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Are we saying like country? I forget already. I'm the one
Like,
that
That's
said
a
that.
U.S.
Yeah, yeah, I
Raising
like
hand
country.
likes it.
I like
I don't
country.
I don't
I don't
seek it,
dislike
but I
it.
don't yeah, I won't
Yeah.
yell at somebody
Oh,
for
no.
putting it on.
I don't actually
I
say
don't
I
like
like
it.
it, but I don't choose
I-
to listen.
I have
yeah,
a
I will not
weird variety of what I like.
Yeah.
Like my Spotify playlist is gonna go from like classic rock to country to emo to like more punk rock to
Like
more
Miley
rap
Cyrus
to
or
more
something.
pop. Yeah, it's just all over the place.
Oh,
It's
mine
like,
is too.
wow.
I'm very
Yeah.
picky and choosy. I like the best of like each genre, basically.
Yeah.
And
But
I like the word.
country's the one I can't. Country's
the
the one
word
I
to
can't
be
get
better.
into. I can get into old country though, no problem.
Yeah, like
Old
90s
back in the
country.
old
That's
country,
where
I
it's at.
see.
Yeah.
In the old country.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are we going
John
with?
Denver.
So after that in-depth discussion about country, I'm going to lock in MGK.
Okay, there we go. MGK, Emo Girl. When in fact Kyle loves that song. I actually
Does he?
don't know, but he didn't.
Oh,
he
in
didn't
my
put that
head,
as-
He,
does.
he didn't say he didn't like it.
Yeah, in my
so-
head, he absolutely loves that song.
an emo,
Kyle. I know I called out Little Drummer Boy right away as the song I hate, but I really do not like MGK. I do not at all.
I get it. I get it.
So now when we have a spooky Walker quiz, we'll all know the
We
answer.
all
to
know
one.
that. How much does Walker like MGK?
Scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 4.
Daniel, you're up. Is it Iris by the Goo
Ooh.
Goo Dolls, Emo Girl, Machine Gun Kelly? Oh no, we already said that. She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy, Kenny Chesney, or Little Drummer Boy, various artists.
This one's really tough for me because, like, I've never been in a situation to listen to music with Kyle other than Shrek music. and so,
And even that was very limited.
yeah, and that was like 8 songs that were just provided and everyone jammed to them. The whole drive to the venue, he didn't play music, so I can't base it off of that. It was just awkward silence.
That was
It was
amazing
awkward.
too.
It's
He
just
was
sat in silence before you did the Shrek
Like, he was
thing.
like, "Oh yeah, my Bluetooth doesn't work," and we're like, "Oh
What about
shoot," because
your
we were gonna
radio?
'Cause, yeah,
practice.
We're gonna
We're
play
gonna-
the music on the way up, and then because we'd never done it before together, live at all. So we're like, yeah, we'll just play it in the car. I even asked Justin up beforehand. I was like, should I go early to meet you so we can practice? He's like, no, we'll just do it in the car. And then we get in the car. I'm sweating my ass off in the back of this sedan, and like the music isn't on. So I'm like leaning and trying to listen to their conversation because the windows.
And then I
down.
pulled it up on
and-
my phone.
Yeah,
So we're
last,
just like
2 minutes.
we're just
Yep.
practicing on this little phone, and
was great.
somehow it turned out phenomenal. But whatever.
Yeah, check out that video of us performing at Shrekfest.
Yep,
Mhm.
it was
Crazy
beautiful.
stuff. But so this is really tough because I just have no idea. Like I would also assume the Little Drummer Boy, but I don't know. I feel like Kyle could totally jam to some Goo Goo Dolls, but I also could see him being like, "Nah, that stuff's whack." Like, who would ever
Specifically
listen to
that
that?
phrase.
Exactly, like
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be so weird for him to say it, but he has such a strong opinion about it. So I'm gonna say Goo Goo Dolls.
You are false,
Dang it.
Jesse. It's up to you. Is it She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy or Little Drummer Boy?
I don't think either one of these is a wrong answer for you to pick, just so you know. Like,
Yeah, he's sitting there like. After the first one, he guessed almost immediately, and this one he's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's also
Wait a
way
minute.
funnier if it is She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy, and I took us on that whole ride with
Yeah.
country music, then didn't pick it, and then you
Yeah.
just get it right in the end.
Pulling an Alex up in here.
Yeah,
It was banana the whole time.
I feel like he's not someone that would want to get stuck in a room listening to Christmas music all the time.
I could
I
see him
think
like
he
walking
would,
around
like-
pretending to drum on stuff, like just getting into it, losing his mind slowly.
Yeah, but he's locked in a room for how long with it?
3 weeks.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
a lot to listen to Little Drummer Boy. So I would say Little Drummer Boy.
Incorrect.
Oh
The,
my god.
the answer
Wow.
was She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
So just for a second here, can we take a second to appreciate the fact that 2 of the 3 questions, all 3 of us have gotten wrong? Like it was like that's impressive.
That
so
is.
far.
It is
Did
impressive.
you guys ever have in high school when you would have like a test and a teacher would be like, if you get every answer wrong, you also pass? That's kind of like what we're doing.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
get
I
all
never had
wrong.
that.
So technically, we're all
that'd be
passing.
great. Deal.
I got the other one
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no, Jesse,
Oh,
you
I thought-
lose. You're too good at
Jesse's
this.
really weird at multi-choice questions. He either knows it or he's really good at guessing.
Fair.
I want to say, so we started with Walker on that one. So, Daniel,
Oh goodness.
what is the best Halloween costume? Is it Miranda Cosgrove, Rick and Morty, Flubber, or Groot?
Flubber. No thought.
Just-
Flubber. Yep, nothing. Go
Wow.
for it.
I'm flubbergasted right now.
I would agree
I can't
with him.
believe you just went out there. Okay, are we going with it?
Yep. Hold my breath.
You're correct.
Yes.
Oh,
Correct.
wow.
Had a
Wow.
feeling. Don't know why. Kyle, Flubber, Kyle. Synonymous.
Wow.
Alex taught
Show
me that
me-
word. He's a grammar expert.
Show me a better duo.
Yeah, really. Let's do next year's first Taco Boat Tuesday. Best duos. Kyle Flubber.
Flubber.
It's gonna win.
Oh, well,
So-
Justin
looks
is
like he's in
on that
frozen.
note-
Like,
Having a bad
I
time.
broke Justin.
he's like
with
trying not to
song.
laugh, it looks like. But
I know
he's-
it's
Yeah.
quite the freeze frame we've got here.
So
we're
on that
just
note,
holding
what
back
were
a sneeze.
what would you guys have guessed on that one? Right off the
Flubber.
bat?
I was 100%.
Yeah,
with
I
you
was
on
gonna
that
say
one.
thinking for him would be Flubber. Like, I'm just curious about the Rick and Morty. Like, is it one person dressed as Rick and Morty? Because he said like all the other ones were like single things, and then he was just like Rick and Morty. I'm like, together, like
I think that's what he was
one
going
half
for.
Rick, the other half Morty.
Oh, I've seen some of those types of
That'd be
costumes
fun.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miranda Cosgrove felt
that threw me off.
like
I was
you.
like, wait,
all you're
iCarly?
doing all night is explaining who you are.
Which also
And
I
I'm-
could see Kyle doing, like, for some reason, if he has a weird
Right.
obsession with either Drake and Josh or iCarly or like School of Rock or something, where
Yeah,
he like 100% would just wear one outfit that she wore and
right.
then just be totally ecstatic to explain it all
I
night.
just
Well,
but,
then
like,
he's like, yeah, I'm 2003's own Miranda Cosgrove.
I
guys
could
remember her?
totally see it.
But like people go up to he's like, oh, are you all right, Kyle? No, I'm Miranda Cosgrove. There's a difference. God,
The lady,
why do
not the
people
character.
keep saying that?
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I could totally see that. So that was great. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, that question
Did
sent you
not
to the
flub
shadow realm,
on that
Justin.
one.
Banished to the Shadow Realm?
Don't
Or
worry,
more
guys.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I got
cards?
back, but it was pretty spooky. When asked to have a scary movie title describe your intimate life, what movie would best describe it? Is it The Thing? Is it Get Out? Is it An American Werewolf in London? Or is it 28 Days Later?
One's impressive.
I wanna say Get Out.
You want to, or you're going
I
to?
want to, as in that's what I'm gonna say.
We're locking it in.
Yeah, I'm locking that in, Regis.
You are incorrect. It does not Get Out. You can,
Wow.
you sir, can get out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
sorry.
Please don't.
Kyle.
No, we need you. We
On-
need you.
On Jesse's behalf, we apologize. But I also would have guessed that first too.
Yeah, I know that was hilarious. I'm like, if he brought those four to me, I would say Get Out right away.
Yeah, I think Kyle would have self-reported with that one.
Okay, so the choices, Walker, are The Thing, An American Werewolf in London, or 28 Days Later.
I don't really particularly have a horse in this race for a guess, so I'm just gonna go because to me it's funny that I know the director, John Carpenter's The Thing. So I'm gonna go. I think he's the director. Maybe I don't even know that.
That's
I just know that his
name.
name's
I
attached
like
to the
John
film.
Carpenter. I don't know if it's him or not. But
Instead, Kyle replaces John Carpenter with just his name. He goes, Kyle's The Thing.
Oh,
That's how he presents it.
presented.
Now presenting Kyle's The Thing. You're incorrect.
Dang it.
So, Daniel, it is between An American Werewolf in London or 28 Days Later.
both of those
All
just
right.
don't make any sense.
Yeah,
to
I was gonna
me.
say I have a guess simply because the other one, if he said it, I'm gonna be so upset with him because he lives not in London at all. I don't know if he's been there, but I don't think he has because I feel like he would have brought it up somehow. So I'm gonna
Do
guess.
you know if he's a werewolf?
I don't.
So
I don't, but I have a strong suspicion that he's not. But I don't know if I've ever, just because, like, I don't know. There's just something about him that screams vampire, if anything. Just saying.
Neither of these are vampires.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a werewolf.
Oh,
He can't be a
I'm
vampire.
following
and a
him. I
werewolf.
got
Okay,
you.
all right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Thank you. So on that note, I'm gonna guess 28 days later.
You are correct, sir.
Oh, thank
Wow.
goodness. Thank you,
Is that
Kyle.
supposed to be like a herpes thing or what?
So I
I
Like,
thought-
will
put it
be
out
following
28
up
days
with Kyle
later.
individually to find out.
That
Many
was the
things.
one that I made the comment of it one being the nice one. That was the nice one to me. Like
Yeah.
he lasts 28 days is what I
Mhm.
was taking it as.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was
Which is
that,
like a
or you get
really hard
call
flex.
28 days later.
Yeah.
In many things.
And then you got a baby Kyle issue. Yeah. Baby Kyle, no like.
Okay, this is the last one, guys. This is the last
Ooh.
one.
all
Unless we
tomorrow?
go to the spooky round. We might go into a bonus spooky round. We don't know yet.
Ooh.
Only time will tell.
Tune in next week to find out. All right. Have a
Yeah.
good night,
Curse you, Riddler.
everybody.
Same bad time, same bad channel. He's not frozen. He's just
Nope, I saw the lip quiver.
You see a little like you see just like slightly twitch.
Uh-huh. I was just waiting for Kyle. to
That's the
walk in.
caffeine.
I can't hold it in.
About 2 liters of Coke.
Hey,
my
Diet
vein.
Cola.
Yeah.
Diet, so it's fine. Which of these would you hate to find in your cereal the most? An eyeball from Jimmy Fallon. Michael Jackson's fingernails. A hot dog. Or a testicle.
I mean,
That's
there's one really obvious choice, but I don't think it's what he picked. But there's one really obvious choice. So
There's only one really obvious choice.
well, yeah, but
I feel like there's a lot.
for clarification, is it you're pouring the box of cereal into the bowl and it comes out with it, or
It's
you
you
like set
find
it
it.
down and walked away and now it's there?
I think it's when he pours the cereal, it floats to the top.
Got it.
He pours the milk in and it goes, and he's like, ah.
So that's the thing too with the question. You have to assume how would Kyle take that question because it's a good
Mhm.
question,
Sure.
but it doesn't matter what Justin says.
That's fair.
That's a good question.
It's a
It
great
was a good question.
What is the worst thing
Um,
to get in your cereal?
But also, my clarification I want to know is like an eyeball from Jimmy Fallon. Is that like Jimmy Fallon's eyeball
That was also my
or
question.
a gift?
Just an eyeball that Jimmy Fallon brought.
Yeah, like he pours your cereal and there's an eyeball in it.
You have to think about it however Kyle thought it was.
Oh goodness.
So to get into Kyle's head, I think that
Yeah.
he would probably say hot dog because I know that deep within the recesses of his mind, he has a giant and terrible fear of hot dogs, making the logo a very terrifying proposition for him every time he
Starts
sees
for
it.
him
But-
daily.
Yeah, it's terrible. He wants to push through that pain, though. I know
He
this about
closes
him.
his eyes while he's editing.
Yeah, and he just sends it, and it
Tape
comes
on
out
his
perfectly.
monitor
So
over
I
the
think hot
logo.
dog. Hot dog.
Okay, we're going
Hot
with hot
dog.
dog. Hot dog is incorrect.
Son of a. I took the easy
So-
one out for you guys.
Yeah. I don't think that
We
really
were- we
narrowed
kinda
down my
knew that
options.
one.
Yeah. Oof. So we got an eyeball from Jimmy Fallon, Michael Jackson's fingernails, or a testicle. From
I go, it's
anyone.
an
A
indescript
yeah,
testicle.
A single testicle.
It's Lance Armstrong's missing nut.
It's
We
been in
found it.
cereal.
Somebody
Yeah,
get Lance on the
Finally found
horn.
it.
Oh,
Lance, we
goodness.
found it.
I feel like, again, getting into the mind of Kyle, got to kick Walker out of there and get in. I'm going to say a testicle because he doesn't know where it came from.
So it's the mystery that's really got him.
The mystery nobody asked for, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're wrong, especially for
Dang
that
it.
joke.
Dang
You're
it.
twice wrong. Jesse, it's up to you.
He can
Is
tie
it
it up
Jimmy
right here.
Fallon eyeball? Is it Michael Jackson fingernail?
Oh boy. Why didn't you go with like the Michael Jackson nose? It was right there. But instead you went
No.
for the fingernails? No, too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy. You want something
Exactly.
different?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
remember,
I would say
how do you think-
fingernails. I feel like he might be someone that's freaked out with like fingernail clippings and stuff. So I think it's fingernails.
I love how you guys are like, he's totally this guy that just doesn't like this thing.
But that's the
Seems
thing
like
is
that's
we're
what it
always
is.
wrong. And so like we're making all this backstory, this Kyle lore.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, I really think he had a traumatic experience with fingernails.
Some
Wrong.
people don't
Oh,
like
okay.
fingernails. My wife will clip her own fingernails, but if she hears me clipping my fingernails, she's like, ew. It's like, you do it too.
Okay,
No, it's not the
that is
fingernails,
not a
it's
good.
just you.
Wait.
Yeah.
We need to
Kicks
back
the
it up.
door down.
That is not the same because think about that. Put pooping and peeing in there. Just because you poop and pee and it's fine doesn't mean you want to watch other people or hear other people doing it. I'm just
That's
saying,
That's
bodily
true.
functions.
But also
Pretty true.
fingernails
Bodily
Everyone does
function.
it, but it
are
doesn't
in
mean.
public at all times. So I feel
Well,
like
it's
that is
like in your
different.
haircut. It's like in your haircut,
true.
clipping your nails and getting your haircut are kind of the same.
Pretty
Pooping and
close.
peeing's different. That's coming out of your body. This is
Well, so is
already
your
on the
hair and
outside,
fingernails.
and
Just
you're
slowly.
getting that off. Yeah.
Well, this conversation is terrifying.
Yep.
I'm
This
gonna
is
say. This is the spookiest conversation all month.
And on that note, Kyle, it looks like nobody really knows you because it was an eyeball from Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my
and if
God.
I were
Is
to
it the
guess,
Jimmy Fallon part?
I think
Or-
it's the Jimmy.
Okay,
This isn't like
we're gonna
Jimmy
need a.
Fallon.
I'm just saying, like, if you guys want a follow-up episode where Kyle explains his answers, you guys
yeah.
need to let us know so we can convince him.
He
Because
just
I don't
edit
think he's gonna
himself
want
in.
to, but that's what we need to know from you guys. Is just tell us that you want to know Kyle's answers because I know I want to know Kyle's answers. I just
Yeah.
don't think he'll tell me. So
Really quick, let's tally up the points. Daniel had a total of.
2
Did you really?
at least.
He
I don't
got
believe
one
you.
right away.
I had,
Jesse,
yeah,
how many did you have?
I got the one that I got
Oh, yeah.
right away. That
And
was
then
it.
Walker.
and
Nada.
3. He's got 3.
All right.
3 for Lord.
No, yeah. Surprise!
Daniel did
I know,
one.
much to everyone's
Uh-huh.
surprise.
Just kidding. He didn't win because we're doing surprise spooky
Some pies. Some pies.
spooky.
Some
It is
pies.
three.
Spoopy.
3 questions. You all just get one opportunity to guess. We're not going to go do the rounds over and over again.
Okay.
It's just you're getting a question, you get it right, you get it wrong, done. So really quick, these are just regular spooky Halloween questions because we can tell that you are all masters of knowing Kyle. Stingy Jack, the inventor of the jack-o'-lantern, tricked the devil to turn into what object? What did he trick the devil to turn into? A coin.
Okay.
B, written letter. C, pumpkin. D, knife.
Who is this going to?
So you said
Daniel.
coin.
Dang it.
A, coin. B, written letter. C, pumpkin. D, knife.
One feels really obvious.
Like I know
but then but
that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go for it. No one else can guess after me. I'm just gonna say pumpkin because
You are
you missed-
incorrect.
yeah, probably.
It was the coin. He
Well, that's
tricked the
dumb.
devil into. He's like, "Hey, devil, let's go get some drinks." And the devil's like, "Okay, cool." So then they go out, and he's like, "Oh man, I don't want to pay though." And the devil's like, "Oh well, I don't have any money either." He's like, "Why don't you turn into a coin, devil?" And the devil's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he actually held on to the devil for like a long period of time and didn't let him free.
And then
Devil's a
the devil
dumbass.
just-
is what we're finding
yeah,
out.
the
You think
devil
the devil-
sucks. What?
You
Wow.
heard it here, guys. Hot
Yeah.
take.
Devil
The devil
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah.
Devil's
The people nobody
Probably
asked
never
for,
heard that
stamp
before.
it.
Yeah.
Throw
Devil
that on a
sucks.
shirt.
We're willing to put
I
it
like
out
it.
there.
The
And
devil
like
sucks.
basically what happened was because he was so conniving, he couldn't go to heaven because God was like, dude, screw you. You tricked the
Yeah.
devil. So he was stuck in like this purgatory on earth.
What the
And
heck?
he walked around with a coal. He got a coal. That's all he had. And he put it into a turnip. And that's where jack-o'-lanterns came from.
Are we still talking about Kyle?
Yeah. Well, he did it with a pizza bagel. And then, okay, up next,
Jack
Jesse.
Bagel?
Yeah.
Candy corn was originally called A, chicken feed, B, cornrows, C, fun corn, or D, candy kernels.
Or E. Corn.
What was A again?
A is chicken feed.
Chicken feed or feet?
Feed with a D.
Feed.
It was chicken.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh no.
Oh my god. D was kernels, right?
Candy kernels.
Let's go with candy kernels.
You are incorrect.
Can I
It
guess?
was
Just A.
it was A. It was chicken feed.
Fuck! I almost.
Oh,
I almost.
that was
I was
gonna be
like,
my
I don't
guess.
know.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
I
Walker,
don't know why,
it's up to
but
you.
it spoke
Oh,
to me.
good.
Michael Myers' iconic
Mhm.
mask was actually just a mask of which famous person?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I don't. It's funny because I don't know this.
I know it.
I do
That's
know
like
this
my
too,
big
yeah.
trivia thing of Halloween.
that's my
It's
that's my
gonna-
one
like-
question.
100% will be
I-
a guess.
I ruined. I told my friend who loves Halloween. He didn't know it. I told him. He's like, "What?" I was like, "How do you not fucking know that?"
I'm
Like,
trying to picture.
you
it.
watch
I don't know
that,
where
that
I
movie
recently learned
religiously.
it.
Wait. Who was your friend?
Ryan.
I knew the
Brian's
way you
like-
said what I knew.
And then he was like, no, like, and then I asked him weeks later, I'm like, how did you not know that? He was like, no, I did hear that. I'm like, sure you did. Now you're fucking.
I would say I recently
pulling
learned
shit
it,
out
and
of
I
your
don't
ass.
know why or how, but I've never seen the movie.
Because like
But
the
recently learned it. Yeah.
700th
I've
Halloween
heard it,
movies
like,
coming out.
5 years ago.
I heard
and
it ends
pops up
tonight,
every
guys.
year.
That's what they're saying.
So it's either A, Michael Jackson, B, Michael Jordan, C, Robin Williams, or D, William Shatner.
William Shatner.
Is that
That
are
was
you
quick.
locking it in?
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
know. He
I'm
knew.
in.
Interesting.
Is that it?
Interesting.
I'm in.
Interesting
I'm
guess.
locked in.
Does he know it because that's the only answer that isn't stupid? I think so.
No.
I mean, it could have been Michael
So,
Jackson.
when you were
I think it
going,
could have been Robin Williams.
when you
yeah.
were going down the list, I was thinking about the mask and who it might look like. And out of
Yeah.
all those people, the most fake looking of them all is William Shatner. So it made the most sense.
Well,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. You got a point.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I got one. I still can't win.
But
I'm
you
still
you,
in last
now
place.
it's a tie for second
You
place.
tied
instead of
for
third.
second, though. There we
Yeah.
There
go.
we go.
Well,
Wow.
that was a
Tied for
spooky
first
nobody
loser.
asked for, guys. Go ahead, check out our link tree. It's got all our links. It's got the merch. It's got us on all our socials, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Check out our TikTok. We're ticking, we're tacking. We're doing
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I'll say thanks, Walker, for jumping on for your first episode.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Inaugural bagel episode. The
Yeah,
bagel.
loving it.
The Kyle-a-thon.